Oh, thank God, it's you. I thought it was someone else. Something else. The prisoners have been going missing. Something's eating them, but I just can't figure out what. Oh, hey Spike, how you doing? Everything alright? Oh, well, just go back to watching the door then, please. He's a nice guy. You know what might help me solve this mystery? Talking about the latest episode of Perils Possibilities. But first, a quick recap. Our party is Gwyn Valentine IV, Philip Clydesdale, Draylog Briarheart, Dagala, Cassian Vicentras III, and Valkyria Doriu. In the last episode, the group had finally escaped the city of Ostia. They're heading to Nerideath, looking for Val's fey daughter, who's been taken by the man Dagala's looking for, Arkval. Previously, Cassian has been seeing a pale, faceless figure hovering over him while he sleeps, but no one else can seem to see it. And Dagala had made a deal with Kyra, a leader of a gang called the Krallers. Now let's get into episode 15 of Perils Possibilities. The episode opens with the group meeting up after their plan to escape Ostia involved them splitting up to make sure Dagala didn't get caught, as he is in fact an elf. It involved Draenog wild shaping into a horse and galloping out the city gates while Dagala's on his back, invisible.
That was incredible. You were rapid there.
Oh, are you visible now?
No.
Despite how confident he is here, Dagala is visible. The magic powder is worn off. Anyway, now it's time to choose their route to Nerideath.
So we could go
Round.
sort of along this way and straight up,
Yeah.
or kind of head southwards, cut in, go across the Widow's Crossing, Fengrave, Rose Lake. A lot of that.
Nah.
That seems a long way to go.
Yeah, I think Baldrin.
Yes,
Valney's the quickest route.
They decide to take the western route that goes through Baldrin and discover it goes right past Draenog's coven, the Circle. As they ride, the party sees an abundance of wildlife, especially buck and deer. But why is that? In Elysium, all animals are owned by the Crown under the forest laws. Essentially, if you're hunting animals, that means you're stealing from the Crown. Although enforcement varies, commoners who are caught poaching can get punishments such as hanging, binding, flogging, castration, and even being put into a deerskin and hunted by dogs. Despite this, poaching is common, with peasants creating networks to sell deer skin and meat. This is primarily done in areas where the crown is rarely felt and starvation is prevalent. It is all a symbol of class and power, and one that is in high contention. I was wondering why I was given these. Anyway, despite his better judgment, Dagala asks Cassian for some advice on his deal with Kyra. He owes her a favour and wants to know the consequences of not following through. Cassian calls him an idiot, and the best advice he can give is to follow through with the favour. We also learn here that Cassian's family owns slaves, which explains a lot about his personality flaws, let's say. Val also reveals that his old group, the Forgotten, are around, and says that they're so powerful, the party's only chance of beating them is maybe by taking them on one by one. After travelling for some time, it starts to get dark, and they notice a small encampment by the river. As they approach the camp, they find it completely abandoned, and while Gwyn, Philip, Draenog, and Cassian stay at the cart, Dagala and Val go to investigate. In the end, they don't find anything except for a severed foot that seems to be bitten off.
So I'm going to point towards the wagon, focusing specifically on Cassian. And Cassian, in your head, you'll hear Val saying, the foot was severed. No body parts, no blood. Keep an eye over the bridge.
Pretty dark. But I will.
That's a pretty good reason to flee, so the group get out of there with absolutely no idea what caused the attack. Draenog inspects the foot and discovers that a chalky substance around the top of it seems to be the essence of flesh, like ash, but caused without a fire. Draenog takes a large sniff of the severed foot, and sees a vision of the victim's death. They're fleeing from an unseen beast that used to be under a bridge. The group decide to camp out much further away and turn in for the night. Draenog even gets a chance to talk to the horses. He names them Brown and Grey. As he sleeps, Cassian becomes paralysed again, and he sees the faceless creature hover over him again. As he gets ready to sleep, Val sees movement under his cloak. He can't see what it is and only makes out its shape, but it says that it's a messenger, and sews something into his cloak. It says, "Light the lanterns, raise the torch, set them high upon the porch. Fear the shadows, fear the lakes." Come morning, the faceless creature leaves, but despite not being able to see it, Cass feels it in the corner of his eye. And with a new day dawning, the episode ends. Thanks for listening, but we're still no close to figuring out who ate the prisoners. Do you have any ideas, Spike? Oh, you. See you guys next time.